Best crypto stocks to invest in 2025. This is not financial advice, but let's talk about it, right? The cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology space is continuing to shape the financial landscape, offering investors new avenues for growing their portfolios, while cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum still remain volatile. Crypto stocks do provide a more stable and sometimes better regulated way to gain exposure to the booming digital asset space. In my book, Tokenized Trillions, I make a case, this is all the way back in 2019, of how we will see tokenization become a big multi-trillion-dollar industry in the coming years. And it's looking like it's shaping up to be that way, with big funds like BlackRock really tapping into this RWA space. But in addition to that, you have infrastructure companies, you have companies that are they have exposure to Bitcoin, for example, in the case of a MicroStrategy, that sometimes do offer investors what seems to be a better way to invest or gain exposure to the blockchain technology industry. And if you want to invest in crypto stocks, obviously you're looking for lower volatility, some regulatory protections, diverse business models, and also some institutional support. So without, any kind of particular order here, we're going to be highlighting these top crypto stocks that you should be looking at this year. So on top of that list, we will say Nvidia, the ticker NVDA. It's traded on NASDAQ. It's a leader in the GPU manufacturing, kind of providing that essential hardware for blockchain mining and AI technologies. Key advantage here, you've got high demand for GPUs in gaming, AI, and blockchain. Even though people have things to say about what we kind of saw recently with DeepSeek, etc., but I think, the risk level tends to be slightly lower here when you're looking at diversified business models. But NVDA is one of those blue chips that I think is a great way to gain exposure to the digital asset space, the AI technology space. Number 2 is Coinbase Global Inc., which has the ticker coin, traded on NASDAQ as well. One of the world's largest and leading cryptocurrency exchange, definitely the mainstay in the Northern American hemisphere. And, this is benefiting from the growing adoption of digital asset, really. Institutional partnerships here quite strong, and trading volumes relatively high. And, its profitability is linked to the crypto market cycles, though, which kind of presents that level of moderate risk with coin. So something to look at. Marathon Digital, MARA, that's the ticker, also on the NASDAQ. A major Bitcoin mining company here with expanding operations, high mining efficiency for large Bitcoin holdings, and also risk level here, I would say, relatively on the high scale, dependent on Bitcoin's price movements, right? So MARA is one you want to look at. Block Inc., SQ is the token ticker on the New York Stock Exchange, formerly Square. Block integrates blockchain into financial services through Cash App. Strong fintech ecosystem, growing crypto services here with the new regulation the new administration in the US. Favorable towards crypto. I think you will see stocks like SQ really do well. MicroStrategy, number 5, MSTR, right, on the NASDAQ as well. One of the largest corporate holders of Bitcoin, using BTC as a treasury asset. Bitcoin's price appreciation impacts the stock's value quite a bit. So the risk level here is high. The company's valuation heavily tied to BTC. But MSTR is one that has done tremendously in the last year or so. PayPal Holdings Inc., PYPL, is another one on the NASDAQ as well, allowing users to buy, sell, hold cryptocurrencies. Their traditional finance being bridged into the digital asset ecosystems. A large global user base there with growing crypto integrations, established brand, with revenue streams. So I think the risk level, if you want to play PayPal, is relatively low. But I just think it's all going to depend on whether they really push forward in different markets in order to really expand the digital asset offering. Because I think PayPal is, even though as a payments system network, still relevant. I personally don't use it myself. So number 7, RIOT Platforms Inc. RIOT is the token ticker. You have it on the NASDAQ as well. Major Bitcoin mining operation here with a focus on infrastructure expansion, increasing mining capacity and energy efficient operations here. High risk, I think revenue is dependent on the Bitcoin price, right? iShares, Bitcoin Trust, ETF, IBIT, OTC markets. Okay, that's where you can find it. Offers direct exposure to Bitcoin through a regulated exchange traded fund. Safe and regulated to invest in Bitcoin, but risk level is definitely moderate. Also moving closely with BTC price, but offers that liquidity and security. So CleanSpark Inc. Number 9, CLSK. On the NASDAQ, focuses on sustainable Bitcoin mining and efficient energy blockchain solutions. They carbon footprint mining operations that are low, depending on Bitcoin market cycles as well. I think this is a risk one, high risk stock, CLSK. Bitfarms Limited, BITF, right, on the NASDAQ as well. One of the largest publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies out here. Large scale Bitcoin mining computations and their operations. High risk, I think profitability definitely tied to the Bitcoin price and the mining difficulty. So, who knows if they stay profitable. But that is the top 10 I will go through today. Maybe I'll give you a couple of more in another video. But if you want to know how to actually choose the right crypto stocks, guys, you have to really look at the company fundamentals, right? Review the earnings reports, the balance sheets, growth projections, checking for diversified revenue streams beyond the crypto exposure. I think this is very key. You want to look at the market trends as well, following blockchain adoption trends and the Bitcoin price movements as well, monitoring those regulatory changes that could impact the crypto-related companies, right, in the regions that they operate in. The risk tolerance is something you always need to consider. High-risk investors preferring stocks like Marathon Digital and RIOT, MicroStrategy. Low-risk investors looking at more diversified companies like Nvidia and PayPal. So long-term potential is something that you also want to look into depending on your investment strategy and what you're looking to get. So which is the crypto stock that's right for you? That's something that you have to decide depending on whether you're looking to diversify your portfolio by getting some exposure to the digital asset space through crypto stocks. If you're looking for long-term growth, this is a high growth market. Also, if you're looking at a little bit lower volatility than the crypto assets, digital assets themselves, then maybe this is something that you would want to consider. If you want to learn more, make sure you go to decentralized.news. Check out my books. Down below, you'll find Tokenized Trillions that I mentioned earlier, where it's a book really that talks about real-world asset tokenization on the blockchain and really equities, real estate, showing you how that process is unfolding. If you want to learn more about just the different use cases of blockchains, and maybe you can find out which industries you would want to invest in and find out which companies are getting exposure, in what ways, then you want to go to Blockchain Applied. And it's a book that I also put together for you guys. The links are down below. They're available everywhere, Walmart, any place online you will find my books. Go to get a free download though at defi-millionaire.com. It's my book, DeFi Millionaire, if you want to learn about decentralized finance, liquidity mining, staking, trading and decentralized exchanges, that whole world of DeFi. I've got it on lock. Tap in. If you want to get into my mentorship program, you can go to deficodes.com. Hit me up and I'll see if we can work together. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications. I'll see you guys in the next videos. Peace. Love.